Provenance is a free download from GitHub, and it's essentially an Xcode project. You have to compile it, export it, and get it onto your Apple TV. That all sounds pretty straightforward, but the process is a little tricky, especially because there are a lot of compile errors. And in order to get all the features like iCloud, keychain, app groups, and all that kind of stuff, but in order for those things to run, you have to have an Apple developer account, which costs $100 a year. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't really want to pay $100 to, once a month play a, Super Mario or something like that. But nonetheless, I wanted to get the Provenance emulator on there. I wound up finding an alternate solution. Essentially, what this service does, they sign an app for you and they add your Apple TV to their developer account. So you give them your UDID and they register it as a device that is capable of debugging and being used for testing. So essentially, your Apple TV becomes a developer device. It doesn't change how it works. It doesn't do anything to how it functions or anything like that. All it does is says, hey, you can get developer apps on your TV for testing. The process is pretty straightforward. We'll go through it together, but it does cost $15. All things considered, if you look at, either you're paying $100 to get the Apple developer account so you can sign your own apps, or you can pay these guys $15 and they'll add your Apple TV to their developer account. So I went with that option. They sign the app for you, you install it. Everything is pretty straightforward from there. We can go through the process together. So the first thing we're going to do is download Xcode from the App Store. It's a free download. You don't have to have a developer account or anything like that. Just put in your Apple ID, let the download go. It's a pretty big download, about 4 gigs, so give it some time to download and then come back once you're done. You can go ahead and launch it. Now, what we're going to do is we don't actually need to create any projects or anything. You'll notice that I have something called Provenance here. That's irrelevant. You don't have to pay attention to that. What we're going to do is go up to the window here on the top, almost middle of the screen, and you're going to click Devices and Simulators. So you might not be able to see that right now because I have the Apple TV window up here. Let me actually bring it down for a second so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let's go back into Xcode one more time. All right, and this is the Devices and Simulators window that you want to click on. All right, so go ahead and open that up. Let me just get the Apple TV window back up a little bit higher to where it belongs. All right, that looks good, just so we can see exactly what we're doing. All right, so right now, what we're going to do is pair our Apple TV with Xcode. And the way to do that is you need to go into Settings on your Apple TV. Scroll down a little bit here. We're going to go into Remotes and Devices. Okay, and then it'll be the Remote App and Devices option. Go ahead and open that up. All right, and from here, you can just leave that open. You don't have to do anything else. And if you notice, on Xcode, your Apple TV will appear on the bottom here under Discovered. Okay, if your Apple TV isn't showing up, this means that your Mac and your Apple TV are in different Wi-Fi networks. Make sure to connect the Apple TV and the Mac to the same network. Hardwire will work as well, so it doesn't necessarily have to be Wi-Fi. All right, once you have your Apple TV and it shows up, go ahead and click Pair. All right, there'll be a code displayed, 074124, and this will obviously change for everyone. And go ahead and click Connect. All right, now you can see that your Apple TV has been paired. Mine is called Living Room. Yours will probably be something else. And we can go ahead and go back to the home screen on our Apple TV. We can move on to the next step where we provide our UDID to the Synology service. All right, so the UDID is the identifier here, which is the unique device identifier. It's a pretty long string of numbers, but if you right-click on it, you can copy it. All right, now let's go over to Synology.com. All right, and I'm already a member. If you're not a member yet, you can just do Register Device. Paste your UDID on the register page, and then click TV OS code signing. So it is $15.99, but I think it's well worth it compared to the $100 you would have to pay Apple just to get, you know, a third-party app installed on your device. All right, I'm gonna go to the member dashboard just so I can show you what that looks like. All right, and let's go over to apps. We're just gonna go ahead and download the Provenance app for the Apple TV. All right, we're gonna go for the 1.5 version. And we're gonna hit sign and download. Awesome, looks like it's ready. Let's click download IPA. And there it is. All right, let's head over back to Xcode. Click on our Apple TV device. And on the bottom here where it says installed apps, we're just gonna go ahead and click plus. And let's open up the app we just signed. All right, and it says living room is busy, installing to living room, performing install actions. So once that's done, you should be able to see the Provenance app pop up on your Apple TV. So let's just keep an eye on it here. All right, and there it is. As you can see, we've got Provenance successfully installed. Okay, next step is to get some ROMs on there. All right, currently our library is empty. Let's go into settings, and we're gonna enable the web interface. All right, so we're gonna go to import export. All right, and currently the web server is running. So let's see if we can open it up. The web address is 192.168.1.22, and let's hit return. You want to import them into the imports folder. Okay, you can actually upload an entire zip file, or you can upload them individually, whatever works for you. All right, let's go ahead and click upload files. Excellent. All right, so all those are uploaded, and you'll notice if we go back to the main screen here, all right, it actually creates folders for each console as you upload the games, so you don't have to do any specific like folder adjustments or anything like that. Let's head over back to the Apple TV. Okay, we'll hit stop on this. We no longer need the web server running. Let's go to the library. Okay, launch, and there we go. It automatically downloads the thumbnails for you. You can see all, you know, the games that we just put in recently. Let's try to launch one of these. And there we are. We've got a fully functional Nintendo 64 emulator on our Apple TV. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to go in that direction. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.